Greetings to you all from Mexico. I'm staying the last week in Cuernavaca, which is a city about an hour and a half south of Mexico City, off the Mexico City plateau. And it's known as the City of Eternal Spring, and it is indeed a beautiful place to stay. You'll see I'm sitting at the foot of a magnificent laurel, a Ficus indica, an Indian fig tree, which is a relative of the Bodhi tree and is a favourite ornamental plant or tree in Mexico. I'm in the garden of a Mitra who's allowed me to stay in her, well, I suppose we'd say granny annex, and it's a very comfortable and pleasant place to be. I'm 6 weeks into my 9-week tour of Mexico, and I'm here largely because of your generosity. At least half the costs of my tour have been covered by Future Dhamma, and I'm very grateful indeed for the opportunity you've given me to do what I can to support the growth of our movement here in Mexico. I've toured all our centres so far, and will be returning to Mexico City shortly for a weekend retreat, an urban retreat for Mitras, and then coming back down to Chintamani Retreat Centre, which has newly become fully Triratna Centre, having been the property of order members who are now leasing it to the movement, and it's going to be a much more fully dedicated Triratna Centre from now on. So I'm here because, in the first place, I wanted to support and congratulate and rejoice in what Upekshamati, who I ordained in 1992, did in founding the order here, and also my other close disciple, Nagapriya, who I ordained at the same time, who came here 13 or 14 years ago and has been working very actively. It's my third visit, so I've got to know many people in Mexico, and especially the public preceptors, and one of my main missions has been to support them as much as I can and to help them clarify their task. One thing I'm particularly fascinated by is the double nature of Mexican culture. Actually, it's multi-influenced, but especially the European influence mingling with the pre-Columbian influence, the pre-Hispanic influence, to form a very distinctive culture. And that provides an imaginative culture that is extremely rich. And that, combined with the relative political stability, the openness of Mexican society, and the relative economic comfort that many people enjoy, although many more do not, has given to Mexico a unique position in our range of possibilities. I think Mexico must be one of the countries in the world with the greatest potential for the development of the Dhamma. And we see that wherever we go, people flock to the centres and are deeply impressed and inspired by the Dhamma when they hear it. So I've wanted to do my best to help us to take full advantage of those opportunities. And I'm very pleased indeed that the Future Dhamma Fund takes Mexico and Latin America in general as one of its strategic opportunities. Indeed, I think we could do a great deal more here if we had the possibility, for instance, of supporting a number of people to engage in missionary work throughout this huge country, and then further down into the rest of Central and Southern America. So Thank you all very much indeed for your support, and I hope very much that you will continue to support the development of the Dhamma in Mexico and the rest of the Latin American world.